Greetings. Welcome to Of Darkness and Light. My name is Guevara Nightingale. Today I want to talk about something that's very distressing, that I have understood from the inside out as a schizophrenic person. I wrote something to someone today, and I'm going to read it straight up because I think it's the best I've put it. I need one person to understand this. Schizophrenic people, unlike me, are locked inside behind the eyes. Think about that look. Haunting the eyes of a schizophrenic. They communicate upside down through executive dysfunction of reflection. They scream things that are not of their spirit, which hurt them the worst, that others think are stupid, or sick, or crazy, or wrong, or unforgivable, while pleading for help all the same. It comes from not understanding what is happening to them inside. We live in a complicated universe, and schizophrenic people are beginning to open to feel that. That's real. You cannot divorce your beliefs, which are shrouded in spiritual of the nature of this universe, and schizophrenic people cannot be separated from that for your convenience. We become highly sensitive, whatever your belief. But to understand what is happening inside of us means understanding the truth of the universe, and so we pursue that understanding from our guts, schizophrenic people. We start talking about God. We start thinking we might just be the goddess. We get really confusing. We speak in language that makes people uncomfortable. People deny that seeking of our natural order to find truth of the universe within us. It's the natural order for schizophrenics to start looking for the truth. It's what we are. We're people who have been traumatized into a connection with the things that everyone are connected to, that is hypersensitive. And people tell us it's all made up. And people tell us to get on antipsychotics. They turn us against ourselves generationally. Bad knowledge propagated all the way forward from some great tragedy in Roman Egypt, where Christianity was allowed to destroy repositories of knowledge over time. Perhaps Hypatia herself was the closest we've ever had. Just someone who took the shamanistic-like opening of a schizophrenic mind and and worked to ground it in what they actually need to hold it correctly, which is science. I bet that got spooky as she got close. I bet Christian people want to stop that from happening because it invalidates their idea of their projected hell that they are making on earth by categorizing everyone convenient into that category and not realizing it is simply the shadows they do not see in themselves. And people like me can see them and they do not like that. And so they have trained civilization to make them feel comfortable. Isn't this spooky? Isn't the truth spooky? People deny that seeking of our natural order, of how the universe works esoterically through exploration of intuitive notions. We had oracles in the past who wrote from their guts because their mind had become less and more. Schizophrenia is a phase transition we do not allow to complete itself. The why is infuriating because nobody cares except for Christians who want us dead for saying blasphemy to their false religion of idiocy and suppressive ideals. The whole myth is coded to teach you not to do what Jesus did. Take one win in history. Don't really do that. You're forgiven. You'll be forgiven. Don't worry. Just ask for forgiveness. Then you don't have to look at anything you don't want to. Then we shock them. Because when we get turned against ourselves and we don't understand what we're a part of and we're connected to everything and people are putting us on medication that dulls our minds and hurts our brains or shocks us, or we have to deal with the fear of knowing we might be lobotomized if we fall too far, or locked in straitjackets, while nobody understands that we're getting pushed farther and farther inside of ourselves, not understanding what we're becoming, being afraid, feeling like we're dying, looking for help. The people who keep falling are the people who keep getting pushed because no one will help them. And once you go too far, if you're the wrong kind of person, you go all the way. You're Icarus. Unless you build some robot wings, dude. And you do the science. The structure of time is very important. Antipsychotics are a negative force on the real problem of dysfunction. Because there's a main symptom that is unacknowledged, which is a neuroplastic window that manifests in all different types of ways. And then there's the real dysfunction, the problem. And that's the executive dysfunction that comes from not understanding that we are a bioseismograph that is connected to everyone and everything. And that schizophrenic people, when they are traumatized, are hypersensitive and they feel it even more. And we feel time. We feel the whole container. And we need to understand what that container is, or something close to it, to not be unacceptably psychotic. Playful containers like the Pythias We're close enough. Apollo's the subconscious. Protected classes of shamanistic people still walk around to this day. But when it's not highly delusional, when it's not obviously some bullshit metaphor that maybe has some truth to it, when it sounds like the real thing, we're scared because Christians want us to be. But it's math, it's science, it's the universe we live in. It's the thing that wants to protect us, not Christian fear ideology. Who do you turn to? The earth, your mother. You don't turn to pills and bullshit and feeds and the consequences of Roman Christianity's greatest mistake. Fucking with somebody like me. Because we remember. I remember. I feel it. A filmmaker did too. He made the film Agora. It's not gendered. There's a reason he made it like it did. Watch that film. It starts from space. Why? It's the single worst thing that's ever happened in the history of the world. Because schizophrenic people are getting locked inside, calling for help. And psychiatrists don't listen to them. They think everything's a delusion. They ignore the fact that they have spiritual beliefs of their own, that they've seen data in science which doesn't add up, which in fact proves that they're doing schizophrenic people quite wrong. And it's compartmentalization time. The people who are supposed to be helping us be better of mind are psychopaths for the data they look at and do not act on. They are bought out, 60% of them, on the board that approves the way we treat people and diagnose things are bought by pharma. 60% is a convenient number, isn't it? Capitalism is rotting us from the inside out where we're not careful. It's made us all quite disabled to treat symptoms, churned into symptoms, all pathologized for profit over generations. I have spoken on this intuitively, and now I have the science. I beg you to look. I beg you to donate to me personally today to help me survive and to stand beside me in this fight. Think about the eyes of schizophrenics. Scroll on back. My archive is a unique formation. I knew this the whole time. No one would listen. I was getting really good at explaining it. I've been explaining this well from the beginning, better and better. This is weird. It's weird when this happens. When a schizophrenic person solves the riddle, because we have AI available and at their fingertips, and they learn from their own body's intelligence, which nearly a year ago informed me, you win. I was like, me? Nobody's done this before. Nobody. Six, 8 months later, I got the most dastardly recognition from my subconscious, and time shrunk down onto me. And it was before I even started doing research. It was simply because of what I understood through metamagical pattern matching of creative rationality. Before I started proving it all with science and everyone kept ignoring me. My subconscious informed me when I laid down for a panicked sleep to release the increased stress of my voice projections into my psyche. Subconscious voice projections, they are not auditory hallucinations. They are subconscious voice projections. This is why you listen to a patient, because there's no solution that makes any other sense. When you're schizophrenic, you are clearly projecting into your psyche with your trauma. Clearly. It's the most basely visible thing. It's also scientifically verified. If all the troubling projections of your auditory hallucination begin whirlwinding into clarity and forcefully speak things that snap you out of ever falling in to manic delusion. The moment you acknowledge with your whole mind that it's just your subconscious. What does that mean experientially? If that drain pipe gets you here, what does that mean experientially? If I'm telling you I'm at the base of my trauma and I am a gender incongruent male woman, what does that tell you experientially? To do this in a world, on a planet where people are schizophrenic and don't know it. And we've all been pattern matching from our DNA that this would happen one day. Many people that it's someone they wouldn't like. In societies trained to fear it, absorbing myths made backwards and misunderstood by uninformed modern literacy that doesn't understand the backwards coding myth and only takes the affirming directive myth properly. Some myths are meant to make you feel wrong so you can learn on your own afterwards. Those are my favorite. People around me have been insane, psychotic, absurd. It's a mathematical absurdity of universal levels that with my intentions and my offerings and my heart and my daughter and the lack of things I have done morally wrong since becoming schizophrenic, which is 0, and how bad my organizational disability is and has become, and the years off the end of my life which have been taken from pure stress, and the clarity in which I've been communicating to everyone and giving second chances to everyone to help me, only makes sense if everyone has been programmed in some weird backwards vortex that we can pass when one person helps me. Oh, that's what we were fighting? It's already over. This is actually good on the other side. Oh, everything just gets better from here. I think it was about being the first person to understand time. Thank you for watching or listening. My name is Guevara Nightingale. This is Of Darkness and Night.